Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and history lovers. Today we are exploring the top 4 Lincoln 1-cent coins from the United States of America that can be worth big money. These are some of the most famous and valuable pennies ever produced, and collectors around the world continue to search for them. The coins we will discuss include the 1909 S VDB, the 1914 D, the 1922 No D, and the 1955 Double Die Lincoln penny. Each of these coins has a unique story and rarity that makes it highly desirable among collectors. While millions of Lincoln pennies have been produced over the years, only a small number of these rare examples exist today, especially in high-grade condition. In this video, we will explore their history, their design, and the reasons why these coins are considered valuable treasures. Stay with us because one of these rare Lincoln pennies might already be hiding in your collection, and it could be worth far more than its face value of 1 cent. Let's get started. First up, the Lincoln 1-cent coin 1971 D mint mark in uncirculated condition is one of the most interesting coins for collectors who love exploring hidden value and historical beauty. This coin represents a strong part of American history and carries the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, whose image has been on the cent since 1909, and the Denver mint mark D gives this coin a special identity because it shows it was produced at the Denver Mint facility where millions of coins were struck. During that era and in uncirculated condition, this coin becomes even more exciting because it has never been used in daily transactions, meaning it still holds its original shine, detail, and mint luster, which makes collectors very interested in adding it to their collections. When we talk about the value of a 1971 D Lincoln 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition, it is important to understand that value depends on several factors, including grade, luster, surface preservation, and eye appeal. Coins that are graded higher, such as MS-65 or above, often command higher prices in the collector market, and while circulated coins from this year may only be worth a few cents, uncirculated examples can range from a few dollars to significantly higher, depending on how perfect the coin appears and whether it has any unique features or striking quality that stands out from the rest. One of the key aspects that make the 1971 D penny interesting is its composition, as it was made primarily of copper, which gives it that classic reddish-brown color that collectors love. Over time, copper coins can tone and change color, but uncirculated coins often retain a bright red appearance known as red designation, and coins with full red color are usually more valuable than those that have turned brown or show signs of aging and oxidation, which means if you have a bright red uncirculated coin, its worth could be higher than average. Another important factor that can influence the value of this coin is the presence of errors or varieties during the minting process. Sometimes coins are struck with slight differences, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies. These errors can significantly increase the value of a coin because collectors are always searching for rare and unusual pieces that stand out from standard issues, and if a 1970 1D penny has a visible error in uncirculated condition, it could be worth much more than a regular coin from the same year. Grading plays a very important role in determining the final market value of a coin. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on strict standards and assign a numerical grade which reflects the overall quality and condition of the coin. A higher grade means fewer marks, better luster, and stronger visual appeal, and coins graded by reputable companies often sell for higher prices because buyers trust the authenticity and condition assessment provided by these organizations, making grading a key step for anyone who wants to maximize the value of their coin. Collectors who are passionate about Lincoln cents often build complete sets that include coins from every year and mint mark, and the 1971 D coin is an essential part of that collection. Even though it is not the rarest coin, its availability in high-grade uncirculated condition can still make it desirable, especially for those who want a perfect or near-perfect set, and this demand helps maintain its value over time, especially as fewer high-quality coins remain available in the market. Storage and preservation are also critical when it comes to maintaining the value of an uncirculated coin. Keeping the coin in a safe environment away from moisture, air, and handling helps protect its original condition. Many collectors use protective holders or albums designed specifically for coins to prevent damage and ensure that the coin remains in the best possible state, because even small scratches or exposure can reduce the grade and ultimately lower the value of the coin. The history behind the 1971 Lincoln penny adds another layer of interest as it was produced during a time when the United States was experiencing economic changes and shifts in metal usage for coins. Although the composition remained mostly copper during this period, it was just a few years before major changes occurred in coinage materials, making these coins part of an important transitional era in American numismatic history, which makes them more meaningful to collectors and historians alike. For those who are looking to invest in coins, the 1971 Lincoln cent in uncirculated condition can be a good starting point because it is relatively affordable compared to rare coins, yet still offers the potential for appreciation, especially if you can find a high-grade example or one with exceptional visual appeal. Learning how to identify quality coins, understanding grading, and keeping up with market trends can help collectors make informed decisions and potentially grow their collection value over time. In conclusion, the 1971 Lincoln 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition is more than just a simple penny. It is a piece of history, a collectible asset, and a fascinating item that connects the past with the present. Its value may vary depending on condition, rarity, and demand, but its importance in the world of coin collecting remains strong, making it a worthwhile addition for both beginners and experienced collectors who appreciate the beauty, detail, and story behind every coin. Next up, the Lincoln 1-cent coin 1972 mint mark in uncirculated condition is a fascinating piece of American coinage history that continues to attract collectors from around the world. This coin carries the image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and represents a long tradition that began in 1909, when the Lincoln cent was first introduced. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, which has been responsible for striking billions of coins, and the year 1972 places this coin in an era when copper coins were still widely used, giving it a classic and appealing appearance that collectors admire. When discussing the value of a 1972 Lincoln penny in uncirculated condition, it is important to consider the role of condition and grading. Coins that have never entered circulation retain their original mint luster and sharp details, which significantly increases their desirability, while circulated examples are generally worth only a small amount. Uncirculated coins can range from a few dollars to higher values depending on their grade. Coins graded MS-65 or higher often command premium prices, especially if they exhibit strong eye appeal and minimal surface marks. The composition of the 1972 penny is primarily copper, which gives it a warm reddish tone that is highly sought after among collectors. Coins that retain their original red color, known as red designation, are usually more valuable than those that have toned to brown or show signs of oxidation. This makes preservation extremely important because exposure to air and moisture can gradually change the surface color and reduce the overall value of the coin. Era coins from 1972 are particularly popular among collectors. Although most famous eras are associated with the Philadelphia Mint, there is still interest in Denver minted coins that may show unusual characteristics such as doubling off center strikes or other minting irregularities. If a 1972 penny is discovered with a noticeable error in uncirculated condition, its value can increase significantly, making it a rare and desirable find for collectors who specialize in error coins. Grading is a key factor that determines how much a coin is worth. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on their condition and assign a numerical grade that reflects their quality. Higher grade coins have fewer imperfections, stronger luster, and better overall appearance. Collectors often rely on graded coins because they provide assurance of authenticity and condition, which can help when buying, selling, or trading coins in the market. The demand for Lincoln cents remains strong because many collectors aim to complete full sets that include every year and mint mark. The 1972 coin is an essential part of such collections, and while it is not considered extremely rare, finding it in high-grade uncirculated condition can be challenging, which increases its appeal and helps maintain its value over time, especially for collectors who are building high-quality sets. Proper storage is essential for preserving the value of an uncirculated coin. Collectors often use coin holders, albums, or protective cases to keep their coins safe from environmental damage. Handling should be minimized because even small fingerprints or scratches can affect the surface and reduce the grade. Keeping the coin in a controlled environment helps maintain its original beauty and ensures that it remains in top condition for years to come. The historical context of the 1972 Lincoln penny adds to its significance as it was produced during a time when the United States economy was undergoing changes and the cost of metals was beginning to rise. This period eventually led to changes in coin composition later in the decade, making copper coins from this era especially meaningful to collectors who appreciate their historical importance. For beginners, the 1972 Lincoln cent in uncirculated condition offers an excellent entry point into coin collecting because it is relatively affordable yet still holds potential for value appreciation. Learning how to identify high-quality coins, understanding grading standards, and paying attention to details such as color and luster can help collectors make better decisions and build a valuable collection over time. In conclusion, the 1972 Lincoln 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition is more than just a simple coin. It is a collectible item with historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and potential value. Its worth depends on factors such as grade, condition, color, and demand, but its place in the world of numismatics remains strong, making it a great addition for collectors who appreciate the history and craftsmanship behind every coin. Next up, the 1973 Lincoln 1-cent coin from the United States Mint without a mint mark represents a fascinating piece of American history, and this coin was struck in Philadelphia, which traditionally did not use a mint mark during that time, and collectors across the world continue to search for this coin in uncirculated condition because it holds both historical importance and collectible value. And when we talk about uncirculated coins, we mean coins that were never used in daily transactions and still retain their original shine and detail, making them highly desirable among coin enthusiasts and investors who are always looking for coins that combine beauty, rarity, and potential value growth over time. The 1973 Lincoln cent features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, which was designed by Victor David Brenner, and this design has been a symbol of American coinage since 1909, and the reverse side displays the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 and remained until 2008, and collectors admire this design because it represents a long era in United States coinage, and the details on uncirculated coins are especially sharp, with clear lines on the memorial columns and strong definition in Lincoln's portrait, which makes these coins visually appealing and valuable. When discussing the value of a 1973 Lincoln cent without mint mark in uncirculated condition, it is important to understand that most of these coins are common because millions were produced, but the true value depends heavily on the grade of the coin, and grading is done by professional services that evaluate the condition on a scale from mint state 60 to mint state 70, and coins closer to mint state 70 are extremely rare and can fetch significantly higher prices compared to lower mint state grades, and collectors are always searching for coins with perfect surfaces, brilliant luster, and no visible marks. In the market today, a typical uncirculated 1973 Lincoln cent without mint mark may be worth a small premium above face value, but coins in higher mint state grades such as MS-65 or MS-67 can be worth several dollars or even more depending on demand and eye appeal. And while this may not seem like a huge amount, it is important to remember that coin collecting is not just about immediate profit but also about long-term appreciation and the joy of building a collection that tells a story of history, art, and craftsmanship. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting the 1973 Lincoln cent is searching for error coins and varieties, because these can dramatically increase the value of an otherwise common coin, and errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet defects can make a coin unique and highly desirable, and collectors who discover such errors often find that their coins are worth significantly more than standard examples, and this adds an element of treasure hunting to coin collecting, which makes the hobby even more engaging. The composition of the 1973 Lincoln cent is also an important factor to consider because it is made primarily of copper with a small amount of tin and zinc, and this composition gives the coin its distinctive reddish color when in uncirculated condition, and over time exposure to air and handling can cause the coin to develop a brown or toned appearance, which may affect its value depending on collector preferences, and many collectors prefer coins with original red luster because they appear closer to how they looked when first minted. Proper storage and handling are essential for maintaining the value of uncirculated coins, and collectors are advised to store their coins in protective holders or albums that prevent exposure to moisture, air, and contaminants, and handling coins with clean hands or gloves can also help preserve their condition and avoid fingerprints or scratches, which can reduce the grade and value of the coin, and taking these precautions ensures that the coin remains in the best possible condition for future appreciation. The popularity of Lincoln cents continues to grow because they are accessible to beginners and experienced collectors alike, and the 1973 issue is a great entry point for those who want to start collecting because it is affordable and widely available while still offering opportunities to find high-grade or error coins, and many collectors enjoy completing sets of Lincoln cents by year and mint mark, which adds a sense of accomplishment and encourages continued interest in the hobby. For those interested in investing in coins, the 1973 Lincoln cent in uncirculated condition can be part of a diversified collection, and while it may not provide immediate high returns, it has the potential to increase in value over time, especially if it is a high-grade example or has unique characteristics, and the key to successful coin investing is knowledge, patience, and careful selection of coins that have strong demand and historical significance. In conclusion, the 1973 Lincoln 1-cent coin without mint mark in uncirculated condition represents a blend of history, artistry, and collectible value, and whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, this coin offers an opportunity to explore the world of numismatics and build a collection that can be enjoyed for years to come, and by understanding its features, value factors, and proper care, you can make informed decisions and appreciate the beauty and significance of this classic American coin. Next up, the Lincoln 1-cent coin 1974 with no mint mark in uncirculated condition is a classic example of United States coinage that continues to attract attention from collectors and enthusiasts around the world. This coin features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and represents a long-running series that began in 1909. Coins without a mint mark from this year were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark during that period, making this coin a standard yet historically meaningful piece for collectors who value originality and condition. When discussing the value of a 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark in uncirculated condition, it is important to understand that condition plays a major role in determining worth. Coins that have never been circulated maintain their original mint luster and detail, which increases their desirability among collectors, while circulated examples are often worth only a small amount. Uncirculated coins can range from a few dollars to higher values depending on their grade. Coins graded at MS-65 or higher are particularly desirable and can command premium prices, especially when they exhibit strong visual appeal and minimal imperfections. The composition of the 1974 penny is primarily copper, which gives it a rich and warm appearance that collectors admire. Coins that retain their original red color, known as red designation, are generally more valuable than those that have toned to brown over time. Preserving this red color is essential for maintaining the highest value because exposure to air, moisture, and improper handling can lead to oxidation, which changes the surface appearance and reduces the grade of the coin. One of the interesting aspects of the 1974 Lincoln cent is the possibility of mint errors or unusual varieties. Although most coins were struck normally, some may display features such as doubling off center strikes or other irregularities. These error coins are highly sought after, especially when found in uncirculated condition, because they are rare and unique. If a collector discovers a 1974 penny with a clear error, its value can increase significantly depending on the type and visibility of the error. Grading is a critical factor in the coin collecting world. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on strict criteria, including luster, surface quality, and overall eye appeal, and assign a numerical grade that reflects the condition. Higher grade coins have fewer marks and better detail, making them more valuable. Collectors often prefer certified coins because they provide confidence in authenticity and quality, which is important when buying or selling in the marketplace. Collectors who build complete sets of Lincoln cents consider the 1974 coin an essential part of their collection. Even though it is not considered rare, finding high-grade uncirculated examples can still be challenging, which adds to its appeal. The demand for high-quality coins helps maintain their value over time, especially among serious collectors who aim to assemble near-perfect or perfect sets. Proper storage and care are essential for preserving the value of an uncirculated coin. Collectors often use protective holders, albums, or airtight cases to keep their coins safe from environmental damage. Handling should be minimized because even small fingerprints can affect the surface and reduce the grade. Maintaining a stable environment with low humidity helps protect the coin and ensures that it retains its original beauty for years to come. The historical context of the 1974 Lincoln penny adds depth to its significance, as it was produced during a time of economic change in the United States. Rising metal costs were becoming a concern, and within a few years the composition of the cent would change, making copper coins from this era part of an important transitional period in American coinage history. This adds an extra layer of interest for collectors who appreciate both history and numismatics. For new collectors, the 1974 Lincoln cent with no mint mark in uncirculated condition offers an accessible entry point into the hobby. It is relatively affordable compared to rarer coins, yet still provides an opportunity to learn about grading, preservation, and market trends. With careful selection and proper care, collectors can build a valuable and enjoyable collection over time. In conclusion, the 1974 Lincoln 1-cent coin with no mint mark in uncirculated condition is more than just a small piece of currency. It is a symbol of history, craftsmanship, and collecting passion. Its value depends on factors such as condition, color, and demand, but its importance remains strong, making it a meaningful addition to any coin collection, whether you are a beginner or an experienced numismatist. Thanks for watching.